I've landed multiple internship interviews at Fortune 500 companies like Disney, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and so much more just from attending career conferences. And if you've been submitting hundreds of applications online but don't get any responses, you should be leveraging in-person career conferences to get direct in-person access to recruiters and hiring managers. So if I were in your place and I wanted to land interviews for internships at career conferences, here are the 4 steps that I would take to do it. Step 1 is compile a list of conferences you want to attend and try to get scholarships to attend for free. Go on Google or the LinkedIn search bar and type in keywords like career conferences for college students or diversity conferences hiring students for internships, and so on, and compile this list of conferences that you might want to attend. And I get it, in-person career conferences can be pretty expensive, especially if the career conference is in another state. There can be travel costs, hotel costs, the cost of the ticket, and so much more. So I recommend trying to get a scholarship through your university, student organizations, or looking into the details of the conference to see if you can volunteer in exchange for a free ticket to the conference. And once you've registered for the conference and planned the logistics for your travel and room, it's time for the next step. Step 2 is to submit your resume in the resume database for these conferences. Before you even attend a career conference, you can get invited to do recruiter phone screens and virtual interviews that determine whether or not you get invited to the on-site interview round at the career conference. And in order to do that, you need to make sure that you're submitting a high-quality, optimized resume in the resume databases of these conferences so that recruiters can invite you to these screenings and interviews. And one of the key aspects of a high-quality resume that will land these interview invites is having tangible hard skills that will make an impact at companies. There are so many different skills that you can build to help you stand out in the recruiting process, like programming and data science. And if I were in your place and I wanted to build these skills for my resume, I would learn them through Brilliant, which is the sponsor of today's video. Brilliant helps you get smarter every day with thousands of interactive lessons in math, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. And I totally understand. Skills like programming can take a while to get the hang of, and it can be quite challenging if you're juggling different priorities like academics, personal life, and the internship recruiting process. But even with these commitments, it's still possible to learn a new skill from the ground up. Because with Brilliant, you will be able to build a habit of learning a new skill if you just devote a few minutes a day to doing so, whether you're on your way to class or have some downtime after studying. For example, if you want to build your skills in programming, you can take one of Brilliant's courses to get a foundation in coding, get experience with real-world applications, and learn to think like a programmer. You'll even be able to start building your own programs on day 1, which can eventually prepare you to create programming projects for your resume. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/SkylerBasco or scan the QR code on screen, or you can click on the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Now, step 3 is the pre-conference preparation, which depends on the results of submitting your resume in the resume database. If you were reached out to by recruiters for a screening before the conference, that's amazing. And all you need to do to pass these interviews is master a couple behavioral stories related to leadership, teamwork, a past project, your discipline, etc. to get to know if you're a good fit for the company and if they want to move you to an on-site interview at the conference. Also understand what the company does and why you're interested in interning there. And also don't stress if you don't get invited to these pre-conference interviews, because whether or not you got them, you still have to do preparation before the conference even starts. Print out 100 copies of your resume, 100 copies of your business cards with a QR code that links to your personal website if you have one, and prepare a 60-second elevator pitch that you can use to help you get invited to the on-site interview round. In your elevator pitch, Have a one-liner introducing you, your major, your college, your most recent internship experience or past project, and what you're passionate about. You can dive into what recent impact you've had relating to the discipline that you're interested in entering, and also dive into why specifically you want to work at the company. Then tie it up by asking the recruiter directly when the next available on-site interview slot is for today or tomorrow. Step 4 is navigating the conference. When you step into a career fair, there will probably be tons of booths with recruiters and hiring managers. You'll probably have to wait in line at a booth in order to pitch to a company representative. And while you're on the line, I recommend going on your phone and checking what role the company has that you're interested in, and doing a quick Google search on what interests you about the company so that you can tailor your elevator pitch to that, which will impress the recruiter and show that you're not just rehearsing an elevator pitch, you also genuinely know why you want to intern at that company. And after doing all these elevator pitches and pre-conference interviews, hopefully you'll have at least a few on-site interviews scheduled for that week of the conference. And if you do, congratulations, you are officially a step closer to landing an internship for the summer. So if you want another video on how to pass these internship interviews, let me know in the comments below. So anyways, that's a wrap. And as always, follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok for more career tips. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and peace.